So now I'm gonna jump into my review for Bring Her Back, the new horror movie from I think it's like the Philippou brothers. They did Talk to Me. What was that, a year or two ago? I think it was maybe 2 years ago.
hmm
Um, yeah, I know you were not able to get around to this one, but I did see this I think Friday night when I got off work. Um, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. I don't want to. I'm gonna try like really hard not to spoil it for you because it is an incredibly interesting movie. I will start off the jump saying I have never seen anything like this in my entire life, ever. Never. I've never seen a horror movie tackle the things and the messages and the themes that they tackled in this movie. Um, it is. It is one of the most haunting, if not like the most haunting theater experience I have ever had. There is stuff in this movie that I cannot believe they were allowed to put in this movie. Like genuinely, like from the bottom of my heart, I've seen all the Terrifier movies, I've seen all the Saw movies, Final Destination. This takes the cake on the literal most gruesome stuff that I've ever seen in my entire life. But it doesn't just do it to do it, if that makes sense. Like it all has a purpose and a meaning, and you really feel the weight of it. Like, um um in like Terrifier movies. Like that's just gore for the sake of gore. Like it's not like serving some higher purpose or like contributing to the overall message of the movie. It's just like here's Art the Clown just slaughtering people for, 2 hours. This is an extremely, extremely deep, dark, and emotional movie dealing with like trauma and loss. Very much dealing with like a loss. It follows a brother and a sister who basically go into the care of this foster mom. Until the older brother turns 18, then he'll like, once he's emancipated, his little sister can come live with him. But for the time being, he's still 17. They got to go stay with this woman for the summer. Takes place in Australia, just like Talk to Me did, and all Australian like actors and locations and stuff. But yeah, so she brings them in after they experience a loss, and she also has this really odd little kid. His name's Oliver. He's very weird. It's the kid you see in the trailers and on the poster. Um, Something's definitely not right with this kid. She says he's mute. Obviously, he's not mute. There's just stuff going on, and I won't jump into it. But yeah, so from there, like it just takes just an unreal turn. I honestly like I don't really know what much more to say about it. I I don't know if I've ever walked out of a movie theater ever in my life feeling the way that I felt. Like both like, holy shit, what did I just watch? But also like, damn, like that is a moving, deep, dark movie. Like outside of the gore, the messaging that like the overall themes and everything, it's mostly dealing, like I said, with trauma and loss and like how you cope with it. Um, Dude, just slaps you in the face and like makes you think about it. I promise you, I have not stopped thinking about this movie since I saw it on Friday. I also listened to Jeff Delo's review on Lights Camera Barstool. He said the same thing, like he couldn't get it out of his head. It is something that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I kid you not. Um, both I mean the acting was just incredible across the board. Sally Hawkins is the woman. She's probably the most well-known actress in this movie. The two main kids, well, I guess the three main kids actors were all fantastic, especially the kid that played the little creepy kid Oliver. um, Everyone was unreal. The like makeup and prosthetics team that did all the gore and stuff did a phenomenal job, and the directors just they cooked, dude. I enjoyed Talk to Me, and I think you did too, right? Yeah. Um, I think this completely takes it to the next level. Um, this is the most memorable theater experience. not memorable theater experience because I would say like, Mission Impossible, was probably up there, but like I don't know if I've ever walked out of a movie more shocked than this one. Like, holy shit, I can't believe they actually like just did that. Um, so yeah, with all that being said, phenomenal movie, very creepy, not like jump scare horror, but just like very, very creepy storylines and themes going on. With the literal most disturbing gore and violence that I've ever seen in a movie, maybe ever. Um, but like I said, it does it with a purpose and like you feel the weight of it, unlike anything I've ever seen. So I'll go ahead and jump into my score. Um, I like confidently when walking out of this movie, immediately put it at number one on the year. 5 stars. It is genuinely, it's probably a top five horror movie all time for me now. Like I'm dead serious, and I think you're probably gonna feel the same way. I really do. I've always kind of held it at that, number one threshold, and I think it probably still is it. I think like Quiet Places up there, maybe like the first Conjuring or Barbarian, some stuff like that. But this is 100% in the top five. I gave this movie a 9.7, my highest of the year. Everyone, if you can handle gore, go see this movie. It is moving. It is unlike anything I've ever seen. It is dark. It is greatly acted and directed and written. Um, just just gruesome stuff, but it is so so good. And to you, like go see this as soon as you can. I want to talk to you about it once you see it. Um, I talked to Nubs about it because he saw it the day before me or earlier that day or something. And he was like, "Yeah, that was a disturbing movie." And I think he undersold it because I walked out like literally like I never talked to the people in the theater, hardly ever. Um, I stood up in my seat like after just sitting and watching the credits for a minute. I like stood up in my seat and looked at the girl next to me who was still sitting there like this. And I looked at her. I was like that was like the craziest experience I've ever had. And she was just like, "Yeah, yeah, it was." Um, Like literally, the guy next to me was like watching through his eyes, a good chunk of the movie. It is a phenomenal movie. This is why you go to the movies. This is my number one on the year, 9.7, 5 stars on Letterboxd. I cannot recommend Bring Her Back enough. I might go see it again because it is just that like compelling and moving, and original, unlike anything I feel like I've ever seen. Um, so yeah, that is my solo review of Bring Her Back. Definitely go check it out. I really, knowing you, I think you actually might put this at your number one on the year too, if not like two or three. Um, Unreal stuff. Props to, I don't know their first names, but I think it's the Philippou brothers. Where did they start again? Didn't they start like doing YouTube videos or something?
Is that the brothers that did it? I think
Yeah,
you're right.
Philippou brothers. Let's see. Well, I didn't, yeah, they did Raka Raka, that channel on YouTube, like, all those years ago. They did all kinds of like little comedy videos and things like that.
Danny and Michael.
Yep, Danny and Michael Philippou, Raka Raka. Shout out them. They made a masterpiece of a movie. Um, Like I honestly like I wouldn't even be like uncomfortable giving this a 10 out of 10. But like I said, I probably have like it and then Quiet Place. Those are like 10 out of 10s or like 9.9s, but 9.7. Uh I can't say enough about it. Go see it, go check it out if you can handle gore. Um I think everyone is gonna leave that movie like it's gonna leave you thinking and for sure. So yeah,
And
so that
we
is Bring Her Back.